Okay. Good morning. At this time, I'll call the special virtual meeting of the Board of Aldermen to order. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll do a roll call. John English. Present. Present. Chris Valmacy. No, she won't be here. Vivian Wani.
Present.
Anthony Pude. Present. Maureen McGordy.
Present.
Anthony Simonetti.
Present.
And Bernie Simons.
Present.
Okay, is Fran Teodosio on the line?
Yes, I am, Mayor.
Tom Cotter, are you on the line? Okay. The first item on the agenda is the minutes for approval. Special virtual meeting of June 11th, 2020.
Move to waive the reading and approve the following meeting minutes. The special virtual meeting, June 11th, 2020. Second.
Motion is made by Engley, seconded by Alderman McPherson. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? If there's none opposed, then I'll assume that for the record it is unanimous. Item number 2 is the waiver of the RFQ process for the new payroll and timekeeping system.
Move per the recommendation of the purchasing agent to waive the RFQ process for the purchase of a new payroll and timekeeping system. Further, move to approve the agreement between the City of Shelton and ATP LLC for a period of 3 years. Further, authorize Mayor Mark Ayler to sign any and all documents necessary to effectuate said agreement.
Motion is made by Alderman Engley, seconded by Alderman Pude. Is there any discussion?
I just want to note for the record that this was a process that, a multi-year process to work this out, and it was complicated because, as explained in the letter that accompanied the request, to encompass the payroll system and the timekeeping system, and the new system is going to be adaptable so that it will function across multiple departments which have various and differing needs. I hope that my voice is lifted because of this mask. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else have any questions with respect to
I just want to identify John English. I'm sorry, I can't have to remember to identify myself before I speak. Thank you.
any other questions with regard to the procurement of the payroll system and timekeeping system? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any opposed? For the record, I'll assume that hearing no opposition, that the motion passes unanimously. Item number 3 is the funding for police department vehicles.
Move to approve, John English, move to appropriate $150,000 for the purchase of police department vehicles with funding to come from automatic routing pursuant to section 7.16 of the city charter. Second.
Motion is made by Anglaise and seconded by Simonetti. Is there any discussion? I don't think we've bought vehicles for the police department in a couple of years. I know we bought some administrative vehicles, but these are, the majority of this is gonna be targeted for patrol. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any opposed? For the record, I'll make the assumption that the motion passes unanimously, hearing no opposition. Okay. Item number 4 is funding for maintenance items / hand dryers for various city school bathrooms.
Move to appropriate an amount of $165,691 for the purchase of maintenance items / hand dryers for various city school bathrooms with funding to come from automatic bonding pursuant to section 7.16 of the city charter.
Second. Motion is made and seconded. Discussion. The motion was made by English and seconded by McPherson.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, John Angley speaking. There are some questions raised as to whether or not, the governor's, executive orders is going to allow hand dryers, so, I just want to make the point that it's maintenance items in hand dryers, but if they can't use it for hand dryers, I'm sure they'll find some other maintenance items to use it on.
Well, we should all keep in mind that the COVID-19 is temporary, and that at some point in time it will pass. And the whole concept behind putting dryers in the bathrooms at the schools is to save on the amount of paper that we purchase through the school system in the course of the year, which is sometimes in excess of 400,000.
Wow.
Which is a big number. So, as we sit today, hey, we may not even be in school in September. So, it may be, that, the rationale is not specifically, for the short term. The rationale is over the long term. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Hearing no opposition, I'll assume that the motion passes unanimously. Okay, this takes us to item number 5, FY 2019-2020 year-end transfers.
John English, move as recommended by the finance director and in accordance with section 7.10, C and of the charter, to transfer various funds in various accounts as designated in the attached document titled Fiscal Year 2019-20 Year-End Transactions.
Second. Motion is made and seconded by Alderman Simonetti. Discussion.
I just want to ask the question that the list of items being transferred, if the list of items being transferred was, appeared on the city website.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Okay.
I have the agenda posted, but I couldn't post that because it was a different size, so I gotta figure out how to do it.
Okay, then maybe, at the risk of being, voluminous here, I just want to cover all bases. Do you think it's, council, is it necessary to read each account transfer?
No.
You said no.
Okay, but
Right, because when the agenda is clocked in the backup along with it, there's a record of
so
what.
this will get on the city website.
I'll have to ask Dan to do it, but yes.
Yeah, the sooner the better.
Okay, look at the majority of the transfers, here deal with, full-time payroll and part-time payroll. And they go back and forth according to the staffing levels of each department. That was a concept that some members on the board of A&T couldn't comprehend. But this is not unusual. We go through this every year. A lot of it's attributed to our staffing levels, either a full-time or a part-time staffs.
Yeah, the largest transfer is $80,000, which is made in the utilities account. The streetlights, apparently, the new streetlights came in at lower cost, and the LEDs, and so that money was put over onto hydrant charges, which exceeded the expectations. Is that a correct statement?
For the record, Paul Hiller, Director of Finance. That is correct. Unfortunately, last year when we adopted the budget, there had been an incorrect amount on the hydrant account. And this past year, there's also an extra day since we were in a leap year. And we basically pay a daily rate to Aquarium for the hydrants. That has been adjusted in the budget, which will start on Wednesday for next year, so we should have this issue next year. But it was an incorrect calculation with the budget last year.
Okay, are there any other questions? Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing no opposed, I'll assume that the motion passes unanimously. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second. And, ask the corporation counsel to be included. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Fran?